As soon as you hear purpose, you shouldn't be thinking money, success, home, car. You should be thinking, who am I here to serve? The opportunities that you've been working on for so long don't seem to materialize. Emotionally and physically, you start to feel ill. It's because you're not aligned to your purpose. Hello there, Victoria Dioh here. Welcome to the Victoria Dioh Show. It's an absolute pleasure to see you. Now, question. Do you feel as if you're stuck? Do you feel as if no matter what you try and do with the information that you have, you're just not moving forward? If that's you, you want to stick around because I've got something for you. Now, it's so normal for us to absorb as much information as possible and have this plan, this idea of where we want to go in life. And yet we feel stuck. We're struggling. We're struggling mentally, we're struggling physically, because here's the thing, when you're not getting what you need, then you start to doubt yourself. You start to think you're not good enough. You start to question your ability to be successful, to do anything, to make anything of your life. You start to compare yourself to others. And sometimes you just start to feel depressed. Sometimes you start to feel as if the world just isn't giving you what you need. Now, the big reason, the main reason why you are not moving forward is because you're not connecting to why you're truly here. You see, when we're born, we are given 3 gifts straight away. As soon as you come out in this world, you get given 3 gifts. The first one is your breath. You take that breath and then you get given your intuition. Your intuition is what allows you to discern what's going on around you. That's why when a baby is born, that baby can ascertain if its environment is safe or not. That baby can ascertain if it likes its environment or not. It may not be able to articulate that, but it will know how the environment and how the energy serves it. And finally, you get given your purpose. Your purpose is your divine right to claim what's yours on this earth. Your purpose is your passport to prosperity. As long as you can tap into your purpose, you will start to create the rewards. Now, there are some people who've never bothered to find out what their purpose is, and yet they are successful. Why? Because in life, you will always touch on your purpose. And sometimes you hit the formula sooner than you were ready to. So you hit the formula and you find that you're successful and you think to yourself, there's nothing else I need. But here's the thing. The same people that are successful when they've hit the purpose don't realize they've hit the purpose. And it's very easy for them to self-sabotage because they will never always stay on the train of purpose. The path of purpose is something that you can't afford to come off too often. It's very wide and yet very narrow. So when you hit on the path of purpose, you are given so much leeway to dance around and so much time to dance around before you're called to actually come and pay attention and fulfill your destiny. You see, your purpose is never about you. It's about the people that you serve. As soon as you hear purpose, you shouldn't be thinking money, success, home, car. You should be thinking, who am I here to serve? When you're on that mindset, you'll go a long way because you start to tap into the people that you're here to look after, as opposed to thinking just about yourself. So when you discover your purpose, it is then your job to go out in the world and fulfill your plan. Every purpose has a plan, and it's for you to go out there and fulfill that plan. A lot of people don't even know they're on the path of purpose, let alone fulfill a plan. So that's where the self-sabotage comes in, because you stand to wander off thinking that the grass is greener, not knowing that you're in your path of purpose. And then you start to struggle. You start to feel stuck. The opportunities that you've been working on for so long don't seem to materialize. Emotionally and physically, you start to feel ill. It's because you're not aligned to your purpose. And there's two ways of misalignment, actually. There's one where you move away from your purpose so far, and there's one where you force a purpose. So I know a lot of people, for example, who believe that they should be healers. And whilst I believe that everybody is a healer, everybody should be able to heal, we all heal with different ways. I get people who go, this, I know this is it. I know this is it. And it's almost like the thought of not being it scares the life out of them. And I always say to people, make sure you tap into your purpose properly. Because if you'd come from your purpose from a place of ego, then the likelihood is that you're going to do something which is great and still beneficial to the world, but it doesn't fulfill you. Tap into your purpose. So what I say to people who say, I need to be a healer, is have a look, really tap into your purpose. And maybe that you're a healer, but you're a healer who is part of a doctor's team. Maybe you're a healer that works in an accountancy. Tap in, really get to know who you are. And the only way to do that is by using your intuition and coming and working with someone like me. I will give you your divine purpose. You are guaranteed to receive your purpose when you work with me. I don't ask you any questions. I don't want to know what you enjoy, what's your favorite pastime, which are some of the questions that some of the purpose coaches ask. This is me going in with my divine wisdom and pulling out your purpose. And it is guaranteed. If you don't find your purpose when we work together, I will work with you until we find your purpose. I've never had to do that yet, but I'm always prepared to have the exception. The more you lean into your purpose, the more you tap into a space of flow where you start to create the opportunities, and also you create the willingness and the openness to start fulfilling those activities that you need to do that are in line with your purpose. You stop feeling stuck. You stop feeling as if you're trying to keep up with everybody else. You start to enjoy life. You start to meet new people. You start to appreciate life for what it is. You become a lot more compassionate. When I first heard about my purpose, it wasn't sold to me as my purpose. It was pretty much, well, this is your strength. This is what you were born with, and you need to take it on board. And I said, no. Why? Because I had a job that was paying me handsomely. I was traveling the world whenever I wanted to. I had so much freedom. Life was amazing. I was driving the car of my dreams. I just moved into the house of my dreams. Why on earth would I be looking at something else that somebody was telling me? If it had been explained to me like I'm explaining it to you, I would have definitely have thought about it twice. When I ignored my purpose, it was one of the biggest mistakes I ever made. Because whilst I went back into my world and kept on working and traveling and enjoying life, my days were numbered. And when my life shut down, the phones stopped ringing and all the opportunities that were on the table disappeared. I did not know if I was going to survive that period. I still get emotional thinking about it. When you lose everything, and when I say lose everything, I'm talking it taking 2 years for your bank account to hit zero and to not know what else you're going to do, because all I knew was to manage projects and programs, and I knew how to cook, and that was it. And even then, I couldn't bring myself to cook because in my head, I knew I was going to go back and work for clients as a contractor in the corporate world. And that day never came. And it was the scariest time of my life. Your purpose involves surrender. Your purpose involves not needing to know everything. Your purpose involves consistency, focus, and the willing to learn, and just assume that you know nothing. So if you're ready to start having that conversation, if you're ready to get unstuck, if you're ready to really surrender and go, I'm going to take what it takes, going to do what it takes to really move forward with this, then reach out. I'm going to put my details in the bio under this podcast, and then you can reach out and ask any questions. But here's the thing, be prepared to play full out. This is not for people who aren't prepared to play full out. If you don't want to play full out, that's fine. I respect that. But please don't get in touch, because you're just going to end up being disappointed. There's no halfway. You're either in or you're out, because the fact of the matter is that's what the purpose talks about. You're either in or you're out. And there's no pausing either. There's no pausing around your purpose. You have to dedicate your life to your purpose. Next time, I'm going to talk to you about somebody who I know really gave her life to her purpose, and I'm sure you're going to know her. But until next time, I'll speak to you soon. Have a great day. Out and namaste. Take care. Bye.